Giants fans, pay attention because this just changed everything. The Giants have released their depth chart ahead of Week 1, and there's a shocking move that nobody expected. After weeks of Jameis Winston being locked in as the backup to Russell Wilson, the Giants just made a drastic change, and a rookie has suddenly jumped into the spotlight. But here's the thing, Brian Daboll isn't saying a word. He's refusing to confirm who's really QB2, and he's holding that decision until Sunday. So what does this really mean for the Giants, for Winston, and for the future of this team? Let's break it all down right now. Giants fans, something unexpected has just dropped, and you need to hear it. The New York Giants have released their unofficial depth chart for Week 1 against the Washington Commanders, and there is a change that could shake the foundation of this roster. For the entire preseason, all signs pointed to Jameis Winston being the solid, unquestioned backup quarterback to Russell Wilson. He had the veteran experience, the proven record, and the staff seemed comfortable with him in that role. But now, in a dramatic and surprising twist, rookie Jaxson Dart is suddenly listed as the QB2. Let's be clear. This is not a minor adjustment. This is not just a name being moved around. This is a direct signal that something inside the building has shifted. The Giants have made a decision, even if they won't admit it officially yet. And fans need to understand the weight of what this means. Head coach Brian Daboll has been intentionally vague. When pressed by reporters about the depth chart, Daboll avoided committing to anything. His exact words were, "Any roster decisions, who's going to be the backup or who this player is going to be, we'll have that out there on Sunday." That statement leaves everything hanging in the air. And here's why this creates such a high-stakes scenario. In the NFL, backup quarterbacks are never just backups. They are one play away from being the most important player on the field. One hit, one wrong move, and suddenly the quarterback depth chart is no longer theoretical, it's reality. Now, with Jaxson Dart leapfrogging Winston, the Giants have opened the door to an entirely new conversation. Does this mean the staff has lost confidence in Winston? Does this mean Dart has impressed enough to force his way up the ladder? Or is this nothing more than a smokescreen to keep Washington guessing? The emotional weight here is heavy. Giants fans, think about the stakes. If Russell Wilson goes down for any reason, the season could now depend on the arm of a rookie quarterback who has never taken a regular season snap in the NFL. That is not a small risk. That is a gamble. And it's not just about one game. It's about the direction of the entire season. Jameis Winston, for all his ups and downs, was supposed to be the safety net. He was the experienced option. But the fact that the Giants would even consider moving away from him signals that Daboll and this staff are either willing to take risks or they're seeing something in practice that fans haven't yet seen. Make no mistake, if Dart is moving up the depth chart, it's because he has earned that spot through performance, preparation, or pure potential. NFL coaches don't hand these opportunities out lightly. But here's the urgent reality. The Giants are playing a dangerous game with timing. This decision comes just days before Week 1. Instead of clarity, there is uncertainty. Instead of stability, there is suspense. And that could affect not only the Giants, but also how the Commanders prepare for Sunday. Washington's defense now has to study both options. Do they prepare for a proven veteran like Winston, who they know can attack in certain ways? Or do they prepare for the unpredictability of a rookie like Dart? This is not just a roster note. It's a strategic advantage. Daboll is forcing the opponent into uncertainty, and in the NFL, that matters. Still, the bigger question remains, what does this say about the Giants' future? For years, fans have been asking for direction. Too often, the Giants have relied on temporary solutions at quarterback, patching things together season after season. Now, by elevating Dart, even unofficially, the team is showing that the rookie may already be a key piece of the bigger picture. This is not about Week 1 alone. This is about what happens in Week 8, in Week 12, in December, and beyond. If Dart is already being positioned as the true number 2 quarterback, it suggests that the organization wants him ready to step in at a moment's notice, ready to prove himself, and ready to potentially take on a bigger role sooner than expected. And that creates tension for Winston. Where does this leave him? For a veteran who was brought in to stabilize the depth chart, this move puts him in an uncomfortable position. He is no longer the clear number 2. He is no longer guaranteed snaps if Wilson goes down, and for a player of his experience, that has to sting. This isn't just about names on a chart, it's about trust, confidence, and the internal message being sent. By elevating Dart, the Giants are saying they believe in him, at least enough to put him in that spot. And by doing so, they are quietly putting Winston on notice. For Giants fans, this is a moment of emotional conflict. On one hand, there's excitement. The rookie is rising, the future could be brighter than expected, and maybe Dart is a hidden gem ready to surprise the league. On the other hand, there's fear. What if Wilson gets injured early and the rookie isn't ready? What if this gamble backfires and costs the Giants critical games? These are the scenarios fans need to prepare for, because in the NFL, one unexpected shift can change everything overnight. The bottom line is this: Russell Wilson remains the starter. That is not in question. But the backup job, the role that could decide the entire season if things go wrong, is now officially up for grabs. Jaxson Dart has surged into the spotlight. Jameis Winston's place on this roster is no longer secure. And all of this will come to a head on Sunday against the Commanders. Until then, nothing is final. The suspense is real. The tension is building. And the decisions made by Brian Daboll and his staff could have long-lasting consequences for this team. So Giants fans, here's the urgent truth. This depth chart isn't just about names on paper. It's a glimpse into the future of your franchise. The only question now is whether the Giants are truly ready to hand the keys, even partially, to a rookie. And the even bigger question is this: are you ready for that possibility?